Warning: sensitive images.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
「現社会は黄金国ではない、地獄である、文明ではない、野蛮の頂点に達して一も二もなく生物を殺して食う猛獣国である。このままに放任しておいたなれば、この世界は肉食のために破滅を来さねばやまぬ。」
Please watch on for Prophecy of the Golden Age, Part 166, Prophecy of the True Savior by Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi, Vegetarian.
Non-vegan, hearing hell calling? Konnichiwa, kind viewers. This means hello in Japanese. I'm Fujiwara no Iemon, an omyoji. In the old times, omyoji served the government as specialists in divination. The thoughtful people of Japan wish you great luck and spiritual upliftment on your life path. Throughout the history of mankind, the divine messages are often shrouded in mystery. Prophets, messiahs, or whichever names you call them, are often persecuted and oppressed, their words obscured. But how do we distinguish the true from the false? To do so, one can only rely on the divine's guidance, and the truth will reveal itself to those who earnestly seek it. In our previous episode, sage Onisaburo Deguchi of Japan predicted that the true savior would appear to rebuild the world which has fallen into chaos. According to the prophet, the savior's first priority to reform human society would be to abolish the eating of meat.
第一に肉食を廃し、御霊を清めて、神に接するの道を開くをもって、社会改良の第一義とせねばならぬのであります。
Since the beginning of her mission, Supreme Master Qinghai has been teaching the same truth till the present day. with ever-increasing urgency that we must be vegan in order to purify ourselves. Indeed, a vegan lifestyle is a first step for anyone who wishes to contact God and/or improve the desperate state of our world.
What kind of life is that we have to drink blood and eat flesh to preserve this ephemeral body? It sounds like very barbaric life. We don't want to be barbaric beings. We want to be civilized, dignified gentlemen and ladies.
If we want to go higher and to know the most powerful level of consciousness, we want to taste the powerful energy of the universe, then we must be prepared. We must be pure. We must be one with this purity in order to survive. Because this power contains nothing but purity, positivity, love, compassion. And if we have anything, any trace of negativity, of the opposite direction, anything that doesn't mix with this, anything that cannot become one with this purity and love and compassion, then it has to be eliminated. And that's why we would have trouble. So now we know why we must be loving, why we must be compassionate, why we must be pure, because we want to attain this absolute power. In the beginning, we may switch to the vegan diet and we may try to keep the precepts with effort because the teacher says so, because it's good for us, and we try to learn the loving way. But later on, it will become automatic as we climb higher into the spiritual hierarchy. And then everything will come just as naturally as breathing and blinking eyes.
食料の根本問題から解決せなければ、世界の平和を期することも、救世安民の経輪を実現することもできないのであるが。
Look at the mass killing that we do every day. In order to keep this body of 100 years, how many lives have to be sacrificed? All the fish, all the shrimps, all the chickens, all the pigs. How do you think all this energy will be dissolved without war, without suffering, without physical ailments? Everything we do is recorded in the ether, in the air. Nothing will be lost. They will be diluted only with a different energy. They will be equalized only by different actions, not lost. Cannot be lost.
On one hand, we were amazed to learn that Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi saw what Master has been warning us about for decades, that the world's tide must change if the fate of our world is to change. On the other hand, we ought not to be surprised when considering the overwhelming scientific evidence that meat eating has been the #1 cause of violence towards humankind and all life on our planet till today.
There had never been war on planet Earth until we started owning animals. And so it was a get-rich-quick scheme for the wealthy elite. They would see another king who had a lot of capital, a lot of sheep and goats and cows, and they would go and try to steal those, take them, That would cause a war. So the oldest word for war on earth is gavya. The ancient Sanskrit word gavya literally means the desire for more cows. First word for war.
The fact of it is that we could feed every human being on the planet today an adequate diet if we did no more than take the feed that we are feeding to animals and actually turn it into food for humans.
We have a very stark choice. We either change our food system to manage all the coming challenges, or we suffer the consequences, which will be periods of great food insecurity.
Every second, another acre of the world's rainforests are cleared. And as our most diverse biospheres disappear, every day another 110 animals and insect species go extinct along with it. Taking their place, livestock now covers 45% of the total land on our planet and uses 1/3 of our fresh water supply.
So here's the lowdown from the UN's International Panel on Climate Change. The way humans produce food now, a climate disaster, destroying the land.
At the moment, about 3/4 of the greenhouse gas emissions of the food system are due to animal products,
etc.
As a sincere vegetarian, Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi spoke the very truth about eating animals and how it affects humans' health, physically, morally, and spiritually.
元来世人は肉類、魚類には多大の需要分があるように思っているが、真の需要価は野菜が一番である。肉食をする人は本当の慈悲の心は持たない。豚や羊や牛の肉、鳥をほふりて食う人は動物界より見るときはいずれも鬼と思うべし。神に近づくときは肉食してはよくない。霊覚を妨げるものである。
Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi emphasized that meat eating caused the degeneration of humanity.
肉食のみを事業物として神国固有の国際を度外する人間の正常は日に月に残酷性を帯びきたり、ついには生物一般に対する愛情を失い、利己主義となり、かつ重欲ますます旺盛となり、不倫不道徳の人否人となってしまうのである。虎や狼や獅子などの獰猛なるは、常に動物を常食とするからである。牛馬や象のごとくに体躯は巨大なりといえども、極めて温順なるは、生き物を食わず、草食または穀食の影響である。
In the vegan diet, it contains most of the principles of goodness in life, I tell you. It contains all the 5 precepts in there. The first precept, thou shalt not kill. You see, if we are vegan, we don't even kill indirectly. The second is, thou shalt not tell lie, not tell the truth. If you are vegan, you are true to yourself and true to the law of the universe. Like, we don't take other life to sustain our life. The third, you shall not steal. By being a vegan, we also keep that precept as well automatically because we don't steal another life. That is the worst thing to steal. Not only we steal the animal's life, we steal the lives of our brothers and sisters around the world who could not afford food because the food has been all fed to the animals. And another precept is committing adultery. If you eat meat, maybe you also became less of the human quality and more of some of the animal's instinct. And then it's difficult for you to even control your sexual appetite. It's not just the meat, it's not just the animal's instinct, it is the hormones, the antibiotic, and all kinds of harmful substance that went into the meat before they're killed. And after they're killed, even all the preservatives and all the deadly bacteria that inhabit in that piece of meat and all kind of things that drive your hormones even more crazy. And it's easier for you to be unloyal to your partner, you see, or to commit even some sexual offense. And the last one is intoxicants. Even meat makes you addictive. It's another kind of drug. You see what I mean? They also put all kinds of things in there, make you addictive as well. Because people eat meat, they also cannot digest very well. So they need wine, alcohol, to get more appetite and to digest easily. And then wine, alcohol, also intoxicants, and then lead them into another kind of unlawful act, like drunken driving, yeah, or brawling with other people in the bar and on the street, and degrading their dignity, or fighting, quarreling with family members, beating wife and kids. So meat can even lead people into other kind of intoxicants, doubling its effects and drive the man or the woman crazy and make them do a lot of things that they will regret for the rest of their life. So if you just keep a vegan diet, you keep all the precepts, the only cure is vegan diet, the only secret, okay? Then we save the whole world and we will live in heaven hereafter.
故に肉食する人間の心情は無慈悲にして、世人は死のうが、倒れようが、凍えておろうが、そんなことには傲慢も介意せない。ただただ自分のみの都合を図り、食色の欲のほか、天理も人道も中高の大義も弁知せないようになってしまうのである。こういう人間が日に月に増えれば増えるほど、世界は一方に不平不満を抱く者ができて、ついには種々のやかましき問題が一度に湧いてくるのである。
What will happen to our world if humans continue to eat meat? As a true friend of humanity, Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi told us the truth in plain words, just as Supreme Master Qinghai is doing today.
現社会は黄金国ではない、地獄である。文明ではない、野蛮の頂点に達して一も二もなく生物を殺して食う猛獣国である。このままに放任しておいたなれば、この世界は肉食のために破滅を来さねばやまぬ。
The meat diet affects the whole world, affects the whole planet. It's killing our lives, it's killing the planet, and it's leading the planet into total destruction if we don't stop.
All the gods is in heavens and are helping really frantically, otherwise the planet will be gone. But the humans are still clinging to their piece of meat which they can put down anytime. For their taste, they don't mind if the planet goes down, if their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren live in inferno. They don't mind if the pandemic is going on. They don't mind if the world is going down under. For that piece of meat in their mouth, they don't mind, they don't care. They pretend they don't understand, they pretend they don't know. And many places are so damaged and ongoing, all kinds of disasters, typhoon and floods. And we have never had so many disasters like this before. I don't think so. And they still cling to that blood-dripping, bleeding piece of meat in their mouth and call that food. Don't even care if anybody else dying around them or children suffer. And poverty and everything everywhere. So don't ask me how long it takes or will it be. I'm asking the same question like you are, okay?
I think that just makes so much sense just for the issues we have on the planet. The dairy and meat industry is just being such a huge part of our climate problems. Alan Cumming, vegan. Trustworthy viewers, thank you for joining us today. Please tune in next week for more urgent messages for our world from the prophet Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi. Coming up is Su Nakasatian, Thailand's heroic conservationist, part 2 of 3, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. May heaven bless and protect us all.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AP.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AP.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AP.
ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਨੇਕ ਭਾਸ਼ਾਵਾਂ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇਖੋ suprememastertv.com/schedule ਅਤੇ suprememastertv.com/AP